Have you ever heard someone say, oh, she's a working mom, or, oh, she's a working woman? And then in the same token, you think, wait, nobody ever says, oh, he's a working dad, or he's a working man. That's the point from Ivanka Trump, the daughter of Donald Trump. She's trying to make it through her lifestyle brand. She recently started a website called Women Who Work. Jennifer Wallace is a writer on parenting and lifestyle issues, and she joins us now. Nice to talk to you. She brings up this point about working moms and how we don't hear about working dads, and yet most dads are working dads. Why is there that divide?
Well, it's a polarizing term. So the reason we don't hear about working dads is because that's the default, right? Aren't all dads working? Aren't all men working? And I think the term working woman or working mom is polarizing for women who work in the home and then women who choose to work out of the home.
47% of the American labor force are women, and 71% of all moms work. Do most moms, when you're writing about this, do most moms feel good about the fact that they work and they have children and they're superwomen because they can do it all?
Well, I think there are two groups of women that we're talking about who are working. One group who has to work financially to support their children.
Which I imagine is probably a fairly sizable number.
I think it, and what you're seeing with the statistics is actually less and less women with college educations are going into the labor force. What we call it is opting out, right? They get to a certain level and then they can't juggle it all, and so they stop working. But I think what she was trying to do with her website and her lifestyle brand is to capitalize on this group of women who choose to work. And when I saw the title of her website, I thought, women who work, all women work. Women who are at home are working, women who are out of the home are working. I think what she's trying to say is working women who choose to work. And that's what's a little provocative.
She says that maybe they get put under pressure by moms who choose to stay home because they chose to work. But I don't know, when I'm on the playground and I'm dealing with all kinds of moms, I don't ever feel like someone's making me feel guilty for working or not. You know, like it just is part of life. Is that because I live in New York City and I'm dealing with moms of a certain echelon who, many of them are also choosing to work, so I'm not feeling that guilt?
Well, I think we feel guilt when we're conflicted about our choices. And it sounds like you, from knowing you, it sounds like you're not as conflicted. You love your job. It's what you do. It's part of your identity. I think for some women, not knowing, should they be working, should they not be working, maybe not having support at home or with their friends, that's where the guilt comes in.
Okay, so what do you do to overcome a working mom's guilt if she gets the luxury of choosing whether she wants to be in the workplace or not?
Well, I actually said to a friend of mine recently, look at the research. So just now we're starting to study the long-term effects of working women. And what we're finding is there are real positive outcomes that we see down the road for adult children of mothers who worked. For women whose mothers worked, they are more likely to hold supervisory jobs, more likely to earn higher wages, and men are more likely to help out at home with housework and with family life if their mothers were working moms. So there are actually benefits that we're seeing now.
I thought you were going to say
role models.
I thought you were going to say that they're more likely to pitch in if their wives work. And I'm like, yeah, because the laundry needs to get done. If they go into the drawer and there's no underwear and there's no, well, okay, I guess I'll do some laundry.
But there is still a big divide. We can give credit to our husbands, and I think they deserve it for helping out more at home and helping out more with the children. But there is still a huge gap.
But they're doing what women have been doing for generations. The juggling, the going to, and you know, let's face it, a lot of people, again, we're talking about women who get to choose to work or not.
Right.
There's a lot of women who don't get to choose, so you just do what you have to do. Can I tell you an interesting phenomenon? My college roommates, now I'm the old mom, I'm the last of my group of friends to have children. What they did was, 5 of them who had children earlier, 4 of them had the luxury of opting out for a few years. And then once their kids got to school, they were like, oh, no, this is not working for me, and re-entered the workplace. So there's also those who take some time, they experiment with being a stay-at-home mom, and then they go, okay, now my kids are in school for most of the day, I need to get back out there, earn some money to pay for hockey lessons, and oh, by the way, do something to stimulate my brain.
Well, I did that. So I took time off when my children were very young, before they were in school. And it came to the point where, as they're sort of reaching out to the rest of the world and going to school and making their own friends, that I wanted to do the same.
Do you think that makes women less judgy of the
If you took time off?
Yeah, of the decisions that other people make? You say, hey, you do what works best for you in the moment you are.
Yes, I think the women who are judging now are women who are conflicted about their own decisions. Honestly, I think if you are confident as a working mom, if you're confident staying at home, you don't have to judge.
Does that also apply to like the judgy women who are judging if you don't put your kids in nursery school at 2,
Yes.
if you choose to wait and breastfeed them until they're 2, if you wait to potty train them till they're 4, like there's a whole lot of judgment to get passed around, but I guess if we're talking about working man and whatever, we can't talk about potty training, can we?
Right, I don't know.
All right, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much.